obviously we're super excited to be selected as a number one seed heading to Columbus, Ohio. To be honest, I was a little bit shocked to go to Columbus just because they typically go kind of nearest to your region. So we had kind of expected to go to Norman, Oklahoma, but I love Columbus. I've been there a bunch. I've played a national championship there, played some regionals there as coach, and it's a championship golf course, and I think that fits us really, really, really well.
Tom,
Er,
Tom, you're muted.
You're muted. Sorry, Tom.
Shauna, the time you played there last, you talk about how difficult the course was. So meaning you want to play a championship difficult course that maybe sort some people out.
I do. I think when you play a hard golf course, it's a little bit of a separator, and we do get to prepare, and at the blessings every day, that's a separator. It's hard, it's challenging. It requires, some strategy. It requires great ball hitting. I think those are all strengths of our team. And, excited. I think a birdie fest can sometimes be tough. We've played in a couple of them this year, and we do make a lot of birdies, but I mean, when you have to make 40 and 50 and 60 birdies, that can be difficult to do. And I think par is a good score in Columbus, and I think that really suits us well.
Just the state of the team right now. How's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing?
We're doing great. We're just really trying to manage. We do have finals falls exactly on top of regionals, so we're trying to make our practices a little lighter and efficient, so that we're not, using up a lot of energy because they've got to finish strong in school too. So we're trying to reorganize some of their final schedules, and that's a little bit of a challenge. So managing a little bit of that stress, but having fun at practice and staying sharp in the areas that we've been really good at, but also tidying up some places that we've found that we can maybe gain a shot or two heading into the rest of the season.
And do you anticipate more competition for the 5 spots, or is it pretty settled?
We're set. We're going to take the same exact lineup we had at SECs. We'll have Maria Jose, Kendall Todd, Clarissa Tomello, Reagan Zabilski, Abby Shute, and we will travel Corey Lopez as a substitute.
Tom, are y'all good?
Yeah. If anybody else has something.
Jacob?
Yeah, I'll hop in. I'll hop in real quick. Coach, just you mentioned a little bit there when talking about the setup of the golf course, but just where do you feel the strengths of this team lie, heading into postseason play here?
There's no doubt, even when we look at statistics, it really lines up. We're an excellent ball hitting team. I think that's where we gain a lot by we can hit it where we're looking. I think we do a really good job of managing a golf course really well. And I think the areas where we've got to tidy up a little bit is, when we get it out of position, getting it back into position, eliminating some of the big numbers. And I think if we do that, we're a team to be reckoned with.
Just in your experience, the kind of break between SECs and regionals, how much is there that you can change in terms of the team? How much is it just a mindset sort of situation? What has been your approach over the years in that?
Yeah, I found sometimes we try and make this next tournament bigger than all the other ones, and I think really just trying to keep it and emphasizing that is another 54-hole golf tournament, that we've got to go out and do what we do best and be Arkansas and focus on our controllables. And that's what we're trying to do this week, is literally keep everybody healthy, get some rest and recovery in because of finals coming up, having to stay up late studying and just managing those small things. We have 3 seniors that are thinking about graduation. So how do you keep them, rowing the boat in the right direction and not worried about what's next? So it's really, really emphasizing being present, being where your feet are and focusing on each day at hand.
And then, obviously it's a myriad of things, but if you were to boil it down to for this group, what is the key in Columbus to saying, to playing our best golf and ultimately advancing to where we want to go?
One of the things I think that we've done, we have a lot of depth. And so if somebody has a little bit of an off day, we've really been able to kind of offset that. And I think, relying on our depth is huge for us. I do think it's important that we get off to a really strong start the first day. SECs, we dug ourselves a pretty big ditch. We were in 12th place after day 1 and had to really, really focus and get after it to make the 8. So I think a strong start will be really important for us. And, I think it's a golf course that will allow that for us.
Thank you, Coach.
Trey, you got anything?
Yeah. Hey, Shauna. Obviously, it's a long season, but trying to get to where you guys want to get is in that final 8 and have a chance. And just like you said, you guys had to battle from, a bad first round. Is there anything you can do practice wise to try and combat that?
Like today, for example, we're going to go over to Fayetteville Country Club, a little bit of a different place, and we're going to do a 9-hole match. And we're going to take out their 60-degree and their 58 degrees, their most lofted wedge, and just kind of throw some things at them that they kind of make them a little uncomfortable, but also help us prepare. So we're trying to be creative with what we do, so that we can really make sure that they know, let's go step on the gas round one and try not to look back.
And obviously you've got Kendall and Reagan and Maho. And I guess as you look at those that you're going to take, who else are you looking at that's going to be there for you when you head to Columbus?
I mean, Clarissa Tomello gets overlooked a lot. She was low for us at SECs in stroke play. She's just like this little kid that hangs in the background and plays excellent golf. She's playing at a major this week at the Chevron. I mean, so she's got some skill. I think she flies. And then Abby Schutt's been amazing for us. I mean, she's come in, this spring and been a great addition to our lineup and has given us some depth that we needed. And she's at least given us a round every tournament that's been really pivotal and vital for us. So I think those two, I mean, you have Kendall and Maho who are just excellent. And Reagan's been really good for us too this year. I mean, she got her first college victory. So there's a lot to say about each of them. But, I think Clarissa is probably one that kind of flies under the radar, but has been really, really important to our success this season.
That's all I got. Thanks. Good luck.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Thanks, Shauna. Good luck.
Hey, thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.